Hello Crop Mop viewers, or whoever will be seeing this video. Just thought I'd make this quick little video to start off a little series I'm going to be doing where I talk about not brand new, but a new hobby that I've been getting into recently called Warhammer 40k. Currently making this video 9th edition, but 10th edition is coming out soon, which will be exciting. So yeah, just thought I'd make a quick little video of what I have, what I use, what I think about it. And yeah, this series will basically just be me documenting my experience, because I got into this maybe 3 months ago. Started off with the, let me grab the box right here, with the Recruit Edition, and got that. And to start off with the painting, I got this box, Assault Intercessors and Paint Set, which is really nice. I really like that crack grenade. It's very helpful. And the second box I got was, oh yeah, armies. So obviously it comes with the Space Marines, Necrons, but I didn't want to do any of them. I mean, Necrons would be cool, but I don't know. Yeah, but I wanted to go with Death Guard, which the friend I play with wants to go with Death Watch, so I don't know. But I got a Mephitic Blight Hauler because it was on sale for $20 on Amazon. And then I got a box $20 Poxwalkers, because at the time I didn't know how good they were and what they were used for, but it's just to start it off, I guess. So yeah, let me go through what I've got. And my paint, this is my sister's, by the way, I just borrowed it. But I have zero experience with painting. Oh, yeah, here's the paints. This is from the Testers, which I have all these paints, which I don't really use except for the silver and red, because they kind of stain the brush. Yeah, I had zero experience in painting, really. I only got those paints because my grandpa got it for me when he got me a model. Which, yeah, I've been into models a long time, but I never knew about Warhammer until recently. Well, I knew about it a couple years ago, but I actually started collecting it a couple months ago, and I've played 4 games since I got it a couple months ago. 3 with my friends, and once with my sister. So, let's review the Space Marines. You guys can tell me what you think about it, how you think I'm doing. And how I paint it is I just grab this little base and just start painting using this Citadel paintbrush that I've cut. Okay, yeah, you can see. I just got finished painting one of the Necrons, and there you can see the silver paint getting stained on it. And yes, I have shaky fingers, which makes this incredibly harder, but yeah. I just use this piece of cardboard I got. As you can see, I may have spilled silver paint, but that is fine. Yeah, let's start off with the Lieutenant. He is my favorite. He just looks so cool, and not to brag or anything, but I think I did a pretty good job with where I'm at as in painting skills. So there's this shield, I know the name. Purity Seals, yes, Purity Seals. It's got that dirty cape that I'm walking the mud with. Yes, I started with this guy. I'm gonna paint it brown, I just haven't done it yet. Got the little cross. I don't know why it's not. Keeps going in and out of focus. Got a little cross, a little box with the key right there. I don't know what that actually used for. I don't know much about the lore yet. I'll watch a video about it. Got a little shield that I'm too nervous to actually paint because I know those little patterns you can put on it, but you can see how much I'm shaking the phone in the model. You really think I can do that? The gun pouch, yeah, for his Neo-Voltic pistol. But I don't know how they're supposed to look. I didn't look at pictures, so I just painted 1/2 metal, 1/2 black, and used that not Agrath. Oh, it is Agrath Earthshade. So yeah. And then in the back, he's got his sword, the power sword sheathed. Just a little shield, skull, the halo, or whatever you want to call it. I know he's a Primaris. I don't know, Primaris are like a better version of the Space Marines. Yeah, if you guys can explain any of this stuff, because I haven't looked at any of the lore yet, except for what's in the book a little bit. It's got the skull with the red, which, as you can see, some of it's blue, some of the skull's red. Yeah. He's got that cross. Got the the eagle. Red streak. I try to make it a little bit messy because, like, I like to imagine that he's been in battle many, many times, and that it gets scathed off by bullets or explosions, and they just quickly repaint it. Eyes, I'm very surprised by how good I did with my shaky hands. But yeah, there's the Primus Lieutenant. I would say I did pretty good. I haven't messed with highlights yet. Like, I know you can mix the blue and the white together. Why is it not focusing? To make a good highlight for edges of the armor. Yeah. So obviously I won't go through every single one of them. But let's see, which one is the first one? This is the first one I painted. A smiley face of one. I tried to draw the date, but yeah, you can see how that turned out. He used to look a lot darker because I put way too much shader on him. But I cleaned him up because I redid all the Space Marines yesterday. As you can see, I still have to touch up some of the mud. I really like the terrain paint they did. They, like, where is he? One of these guys, I did a little, yeah, here we go. Like, the mud is icky and is just going with them, because it's sticking to the boots. But, yeah, I mean, this Space Marines, you know how they look. Just get, oh, yeah, this, when I was painting one of the Poxwalkers, I was using this purple paint, which, actually, I'll show you the paints I use real quick. I use, obviously, like, the Citadel officials, but I didn't know how to get more paints, and the official paint set's like $40. So, I mean, I just went to Michael's and bought a bunch of paints that were on sale, that were close to the paints I needed. I mean, hey, it works, So I got this one for the Mephitic Blight Hauler that was supposed to recreate the Death Guard green, but it did not work that well, to be honest. A Titan buff from Golden Fluid Acrylics for the Poxwalker skin. A brown for the mud, the belts, whatever. Orange for the jumpsuits for the Poxwalkers, because I just recreated what they looked like on the box a little, because I don't have, a neon green for the Necrons, and a purple for, like, the tentacles or just, like, bruised flesh of the Poxwalkers. And I use this brush for, like, because when I painted the Space Marines, I just covered the whole body in the blue. And yeah, it works pretty well. And then obviously I use that tiny one for the details, but I need to get finer ones. And yeah, so there's just a normal Space Marine. I am missing one of them, if you counted. I don't know how many comes in the Recruit Edition, but it comes with however many, and then 3, obviously, because, oh, this is part of my phone case that's ripping off. Sorry about that. But the paint set also came with 3. You can tell which one's from the paint set, because this is a normal one that uses a transfer sheet. This one has pre-molded designation or whatever that I have not painted yet. And okay, I played Warhammer with my friend. I went over to his house. We combined our 2 Recruit Edition boxes with the Necron. Space Marines had this big battle. It was a lot of fun, honestly. I have so much fun playing this game. And I guess I got too caught up in the fun that I not only left the mat that the Recruit Edition comes with, but I left the crack grenade Space Marine, which it's fine. We're gonna meet up tomorrow, so you can just bring it. But yeah, this is Sergeant. I could paint his hair brown, but I don't know. I would want to do his skin first, because if I mess up on the brown, I could use the Titan buff, but that's too pale, I like the look of the null helmet, which, doesn't make sense. Why won't this focus on him, please? Focus. Okay, I guess does not want to focus on Sergeant, but whatever. So, he's got his red helmet from, like, the box. He's in the charge position. He's got his plasma pistol. the metal arm, which I think looks sick. Which, it doesn't look shaded, but it is shaded in real life, I swear. I painted these pouches black originally because I didn't have these. I got these paints 2 days ago. So I went through them all, painted it brown. So yeah, there's the Space Marines. Put some away. Let's give a quick overlook of all the other ones. Obviously for the Necrons I won't because there's so many of them, but yeah, that's a highlight I tried to make. Oh, wait, I completely went off track for the paint. Yeah, when I was doing the purple, I used it so much to I knew about dry brushing, but I never actually tried it. And I used it so much that I actually started dry brushing. I'll show you on one of the pouches of Necrons. I actually dry brushed, so I try to recreate it on these pouches, and please focus. Oh well, but yeah, it didn't work that well, but oh well. You know, I got this guy charging up with his gun. You got this little goober doing stuff, getting ready to kill the Necrons, and this guy also charging. So yeah, that's the Space Marines, missing one. The Ultramarines, I mean, look that for the camera. The Ultramarines, or Astartes or whatever. Again, I haven't looked into too much of the lore, which I probably should. But yeah. I personally like them. Wouldn't really, I mean, you know, I got these guys. I might get a Dreadnought or a couple more guys. Definitely wouldn't main them. Like, getting more of these guys would be way down the line when I've completed the army I want, and like, yeah, for the giggles, you know. Next up, we will look at the Necrons, or at least the ones I have painted, because I'm assuming if you're finding this video, you're either new, like me, or old, so you know what the Necrons look like. Here's unpainted. They all look the same. All those Necron warriors, they exactly look like this. Here's the Royal Warden. Yep, that's the name. Royal Warden. He looks really cool. Pretty big. I'm going to paint him last, because, you know, he's like the big boy. I want to end off the Necron painting with a bang. And, let's see. So, yeah, I didn't buy the Necron paint set. I didn't buy paint specifically for the Necrons. What I ended up doing for the Necrons is using Balthazar Gold, which is what these guys use. Because I looked at the box art, or wherever it is, for the Necrons right here. Let me grab it. I was like, hey, wait a minute. I can recreate that. So I grabbed the gold. I grabbed where is it? Got the Tester's silver, whatever you want to call it. I just got silver on my finger. And the black, obviously. And then the neon green that I bought. And just put tons of shading on it. Okay, something's wrong with my focusing. Nothing will focus. Sorry about that. But yeah, just take a quick look at him. The black for unarmored, which I made a mistake. The focusing, please. Okay, hold on. Yeah, sorry about this. Yeah, there's not too much about them. I think I personally did a good job. I have a squad of, of the 4 Gauss Reapers, which, if you don't know anything, they get shorter range, I think 28 inches, but it adds a 1 to their strength, which, against a Space Marine, which they share the same toughness and strength. Instead of it being a 4+, it's 3+. And it can do 4 shots at half range and 2 at far range, which is 1 shot more than the normal. Let me look at their data sheet real quick. Oh, okay. Well, you'd think for the double barrel they'd shoot 2 shots, but no. It says right here, rapid fire 1. Okay. I did not know that. Oh well. So yeah, what I like to do is have these guys in the back, you know, the Gauss Flayers, long range in the back. And then I got these 3 little scarabs, because if you don't know what scarabs do, I don't know if I'm getting this wrong, because I know this Recruit Edition is a couple years old, so it might be from 8th edition. I don't know when this came out. But in the data sheet, they have 4 wounds, can move 10 inches, strength of 3, toughness of 3, which is less, but there's a little secret to it. You won't actually have to worry about actually hitting your shots. Because it says, little right here, by the feeder mandibles, oh yeah, 4 wounds, which is a lot. And plus they get a reanimation protocol, so they can just come back, which is insane. 2 health. Unmodified hit rolls of 6 cause an immediate mortal wound, which means they can do nothing to stop it. And with 4 attacks, 4 each, 3 of them, that's bad with math, 12 shots, and any 6s on the hits, which is the first ones you roll for, immediate wound. So I have these guys as like a frontal assault. I have these guys following behind them. These guys right here, you know, they shoot at them while they're getting in range with the extra, you know, strength. And then these guys go in, do tons of damage, mortal wounds, just cause a big issue. Like when I played with my friend, when we combined the recruit editions with ours, I had 6 of them. Oh boy, they were beasts, I tell you, beasts. They absolutely, he had in a frontal wave, tons of them, you know, two recruit editions plus 3. And I was defending a base with the Necrons. This unit of 6 completely wiped an entire half, like in a quarter of his entire army before they even reached the my base, which he did, you know, once these guys were gone, I rolled terribly, of course, and he wiped through my entire army except for 4 models, which I ended up getting him, which that's just, I'll tell that story at a different time in a different video, because this is already 16 minutes. I'm sure all of you are quite bored with this, and I haven't even gotten to the Poxwalkers. But yeah, I'll skip ahead a little bit. I can always talk about this stuff another time, but yeah, that's how I paint them. That's a little strategy, which I'll go through all my strategies in another video that I do, which if I'm getting any of the rules or things wrong, please let me know, because I'm 99% sure we're getting something wrong about the Necrons, because there's no way they're that powerful. Poxwalkers, or Death Guard, yes. So I got these guys, looked into the rules, what's available for them to buy, and I like being aggressive, I guess. And of course, with Death Guard, you can be aggressive with their drones, but all that stuff is really expensive. Let's be honest, their patrol box isn't the best. 30 of these and only 9 of the actual members of the army, or the Death Guard, Plague Marines. It's not the best, okay? I'll be honest. Maybe I'm getting it wrong because I'm new, but yeah. So now I am trying to decide Death Guard or Orcs. I've seen Orcs. A lot of their boxes are cheap. Get a lot of punch for the value. So yeah. I haven't painted 3 of the Poxwalkers because they take a lot of time because of all the mini details. So you just got, why won't you focus? It keeps focusing on the Necrons back there. I think, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, just these 3 I haven't painted yet, which, oh well. These are the ones I have painted. I'll give you a quick overview. Maybe it's light? Nope, okay, I don't know. It just doesn't want to focus, I guess. Yeah, I've got this little guy. Goes through some of the details, just holding a dagger. They're all using improvised weapons, even though this one's holding a weapon, a gun, and he's holding it the right way. I guess he's not actually holding the trigger, so I guess it wouldn't work. Keep figuring out the little flap. Yeah, I think I did a pretty good job on these guys. If they were just focused so you guys can actually see it. I don't know why this is happening. The little prison jumpsuits, so I'm guessing they're like conscripts. Got hit with the Poxwalker disease, became part of the Horde, which I do love the Horde effect, but with the 4-inch movement range, not the best. They're actually kind of good in numbers, and I just imagine they're good for defending, I'd imagine, because if you get the patrol box plus this box, you got 40 of these guys. Whatever you're defending, you just put them at the entrance of it, and I gotta chop through 40 of these guys while I get the Plague Marines, Mephitic Blight Hauler, Death Crawler, whatever, just plowing into them, because they can use, like, plague weapons while they're in combat, if I'm reading that right. Which, honestly, yeah, it would be a really cool army. You'd have to spend so much and collect a ton of individual figures that are so much to create it. Well, meanwhile, Orcs, you can get so much for very cheap, so I don't know. Death Guard would be like down the road army. Orcs is probably temporary, even though I've already started the Death Guard. There, we got this guy with a little wrench, oxygen tank guy with, it's my favorite. Oh, focusing, yes. Let's go through them. Focus now, I guess. I think I did it pretty good. I just try to make them really gross and disgusting. And I know the horns aren't exactly what they're supposed to be like. I don't think there's brown and black horns, but I don't want to get like 50 different colors just for these guys, so. These are the poxwalkers I've done, and of course the 3/4 of a plague marine, which it came with for some reason, I don't know. But yeah, he's pretty cool. And the Mythic Black Hollow, which I'm really sad what I did, because I'll be honest, I didn't do good. I really messed it up, and I'm not happy with how it looks, but it's oh well, you know? Can't go back now. Yeah, that's what the paint looks like. It did not turn out good. Tried to fix it with some shader, kind of made it worse, but oh well. It's got the teeth, the crack missiles, the multi-melta, which this thing is actually a beast. I did a... I'm not sick. I did a little playing, or not playing, but like just messing around with it. This thing actually kicks really hard. I watch videos of people using Death Guard, they don't use it. So I'm guessing Death Crawler is a way better substitute, but this is only 20 bucks, so it's a great starter vehicle, I guess. This back looks so bad. I really messed up with it, but the time buff is too, I don't know, it's too late to go back. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Doom whenever I look at the underside for some reason. It looks like something from Doom. Yeah. That's all the stuff I have for Warhammer. This is what I use. Oh yeah, this is the glue I use, which I've only had to use it for the Poxwalkers. The Timea Extra Thin Cement, which I got from my grandpa as well. So yeah, this is the first video of many. Next video, I'll probably go over my tactics I use, or maybe the terrain, like the terrain map I built, something like that. But yeah, 22 minutes hidden here. So thank you if you watched this far, or if you just kind of been skipping around, that's fine. I hope you have a good day or night, and see you in the next video.